Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective for today. Today is Friday, January 16th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, we love that for you. God loves that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. I hate it when I get that black spot in the corner. I don't know if it shows up in the video, but like I can see it when I'm filming. Like I always have to move the frickin' tablet forward. It drives me nuts. I have OCD sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. We've got the Living Tarot by Witch Bliss. Uh, I got this off of Etsy. Another reader had it, and then she said where she got it. I went on there and I got it. I don't know if it's still on there, but Living Tarot, Witch Bliss, Etsy. I think 40, 50 bucks for the deck, I think. We got 3 on the table. Four on the table. Let's do 2 more shuffles. I got hair all over me. I mean, I know it's a given. I got 3 cats, right? I was just going to say I have 4 cats. This is Pickles. But still, I don't want hair all over me. We're going to do 1 more shuffle. Okay, that was weird. That like literally just fell out of my hand. Okay, do you feel this way about somebody, or do they feel that way about you? Okay, 1 more shuffle. We got 6 cards on the table. This resonates for me. I'm not gonna lie. This could resonate for me. So ugh, I hate it. I hate it. Okay, we've got completion. We've got 8 on the table, by the way. We've got love. We've got twin flame. Could I be any more vocal today? We've got beauty. I decided to take the day off, by the way. I called off. I'm using some vacation time. I didn't feel good this morning, and then I fell asleep really early and woke up at like 11:30 at night, and I like couldn't get back to sleep. I think I went back to sleep at like 1:30. I mean, I did affirmations at midnight. Like I like I was like, we got business, conflict. We've got a sudden change in the reverse. We're going to talk about it, obviously. And then bottom of the deck, teamwork. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So here's the deal. This is the reason why I said what I said. And this is why I said it resonates for me. And this is why I said, damn it, because I don't like it. I don't like it. It pisses me off. So in regards to me, it pisses me off. So somebody was in some type of connection. I think it was like, it doesn't necessarily have to have been a twin flame connection. It could have just been like a star-crossed lovers, or like, you know, like we were kind of together, but we really shouldn't have been together. Something like that. It doesn't, the twin flame, like it doesn't necessarily have to be like your twin flame. I don't always want to put like twin flame and soulmate on everything, because if you subscribe, if you've watched me for a while, you guys know how I feel about twin flames and soulmates. I personally am of the belief that you usually only have like one twin flame in a lifetime. And for me personally, my personal belief is my twin flame, I've had the same twin flame every lifetime. If you believe in that kind of thing, which I do, I've had the same twin flame every lifetime. Obviously, they don't look the same. Obviously, maybe in one lifetime they were a woman, in one lifetime they were a man. I was a man, I was whatever. That's my personal belief. Soulmates, I believe we have many soulmates in every lifetime. Like, my cat could be my soulmate. A squirrel could be my soulmate. I personally believe my ex-husband is a soulmate. He's just not the person I was supposed to be with, but he's a soulmate. Like, him and I have a lot in common. We get along really well. It's just hindsight is 2020, right? Like, him and I should have just always been friends. I'm sure he does not feel the same way, or maybe he does now. I don't know. We don't really talk about it, but yeah, you guys know how I feel. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame. It could just be something, like similar, like that similar feeling. But it's funny because with the love card and the beauty, like, someone was in love with somebody and found them attractive, or maybe both of you found each other attractive and were in love with each other. I'm just going to say it with the business card. Like, this was probably someone you worked with, or it could have been someone like you had dealings with, like, and when I say dealings with, like a friend of a friend or a family member of a friend, or like if you shop at the Kroger or the Jewel or the Aldi, for us, Woodman's, Meyer, like maybe you saw them every day, maybe they worked there and you shopped there and you guys started talking and you started a friendship and you both kind of had feelings for each other. It could be something like that, because there's something about business. And that's why I say it's more likely a workplace connection, like somebody you met at work, somebody you met in the office. For me, it would be the warehouse, okay? You know where I'm going with this. There was some kind of conflict, like some type of like disagreement, or like something that came between the two, the connection, basically. It says disagreements, competition. I'm just going to say this. The business card says leadership, security, wealth. The beauty card says attractive, intimidating. So I'm going to put this out there too. This person, you always be truthful about who you are in the situation. One of you found the other person so attractive, so much in like a leadership kind of role, so much in like a dominant kind of role, that person was intimidated. That could have been part of the conflict. Like they could have felt so intimidated that it became like a competition for them. Does that make sense? Like you say, oh, I've been to Paris and Japan. And they're like, well, I've been to Hawaii and Canada, and that's so much better. You know what I mean? Like it gives off that energy, well, you did this, well, I did this. Y'all, I've had this in my life many times. Like, I feel like I've had this so many times in my life that I almost just had a heart attack. I just saw the garbage truck on the street over there because they get their garbage picked up on Friday. We get ours on Thursday. And I literally was like, oh my God, I didn't put out my garbage. No, Kimberly Ann, you put it out yesterday. Literally, they get picked up on Friday and we get picked up on Thursday. I don't know if it's because we're a little development, so like all of us get ours on Thursday and then the normal houses out on the street get theirs on Friday. I guess that's it. I don't know. Because you would think it would be all on one day. Like one area, one day. I guess that's too much common sense. So yeah, it would be like somebody feeling, even though there's this love there, there's this relationship there, like somebody feeling in competition of someone else. And it could be both. Two people could have felt like, like we love each other, but we're in competition. It kind of reminds me also of like when you hear about those couples, like they love each other. They're a couple, they're married, whatever, they got kids, but it's that friendly competition. right? Like they have that friendly competition kind of thing going on. What is that, A-type personality? I think it's A-type personality. I feel like I remember Reese Witherspoon talking about it once when she was married to Ryan Philippe. I think she talked about Sweet Home Alabama, maybe she talked about that. I don't know. But the thing is it gives the competition, but it gives, again, somebody being so intimidated that they feel like they're in competition with someone else, which to me is really sad. To me, it's really sad because here's the thing. It's okay to like joke around and make comments and be like, oh, you did that? Well, haha, I did this, right? But when you really start to feel that, whether you're the one that feels intimidated or you're the one that's like, wait a minute, we're in competition, whatever side, when you realize that like that's where that's going, that's really sad. When that negative plays into that, that's really sad to me because you should never, ever, and I've said this before, you guys, you should never, ever feel like that in a friendship, in a relationship, a family situation, a coworker, a neighbor. It doesn't matter. Like that kind of shit, that is toxic. That is some toxicity that, like, if you just let that go, that shit just keeps building. And then there's resentment, there's, it just gets icky. Like don't first of all, don't ever be intimidated by another person because you are who you are and they are who they are. And that's okay. It's okay to have differences. It's okay for, and I don't want to say it like this, but it's okay for one person to have experienced more and one person to experience less. It's a journey, you know? It's a journey. Everybody has their own experiences, you know? I've talked before about how, like, when I grew up as a kid, my grandparents afforded us vacations. Usually every other year, my parents, my brother and I, we would go on vacation with my dad's parents. Like, they paid for us to go on vacation. We got to see the whole country. We went to Alaska, we did a cruise, we've been to Canada, we've been to Mexico. We've been all over the place. Mostly like southwest of the United States, but I've also been like in the southern states. The only place I really haven't been is like New York, Connecticut, Maryland, places like that. Um, Honestly, because I think we just ran out of time. The grandparents got older and didn't want to travel, but eventually we probably would have made our way out there. Um, but yeah, I was lucky enough to see the world. And not everybody can say that. Like when I met my ex-husband, he had been, I think, to Florida, to Disney World, I think once when he was little. He had been to Vegas once when he was younger. His dad came from Kansas, so he had been to Kansas. And then just Illinois and Wisconsin. Like he never really like went anywhere. You know what I mean? Like he never really traveled anywhere. I remember when him and I went to Jamaica for the first time, he was like, and I was like, and it's not that I don't enjoy seeing new places. I really do. It's just like I traveled so much as a kid. Like it's like old hat, right? Like, well, okay, like okay, I got to get on a plane. Sure, fabulous. Whereas he's like, yeah, I'm getting on a plane. I'm going to Jamaica. It's okay to have those differences. It's okay to be well traveled and less traveled and be in a connection. You don't have to feel like there's competition there. I don't understand that mentality. I don't understand that. And again, I'm going to throw it out there because it's in relation to my own theme here, my own story. You guys know what I'm talking about. It could be an age difference, okay? It could be a race difference, something like that. Like where one person is in a relationship with someone older and they just feel like, oh, you've done so much more and I've done so much less. Now I feel like I got to overcompensate. No, you don't. You don't. Just be who you fucking are. And this goes for friendships, relationships. Be who you fucking are. Who cares? I've told you guys this too about my work situation, my ex-friend, and how I think like now that we're not friends, it's like she thinks we're in competition. Like I feel like she tries to dress like me and act like me, and when she sees me talking to somebody and I walk away, like she'll run up to them and have to talk to them. Like it's not a competition, gorgeous. Like you are who you are and I am who I am. Just live your life. Live your best fucking life. Who cares about my life? And not to be mean, because I still love her, even though we don't talk, even though we're not friends, I still love her. I still want the best for her. Just be who you are. You don't have to be me, and I don't want to be you. And again, that's not to be mean. It's just like when you're comfortable in your own skin, right? Like I'm 45 years old. If I'm not comfortable in my own skin by now, there's a problem. When you're comfortable in your own skin, I don't give a shit what she's doing. I don't give a fuck what she's wearing. I don't care that her and I talk to the same people. I don't care. And it's funny because I think I told you guys this. My good friend at work, who she's older than me, but like we're friends. We've been friends. We were friends like when I first started working at the warehouse, and then we kind of fell off, and then we got back together like a year and a half ago. Um, she's a trumper, but I still love her. I don't know why I felt the need to say that. I don't usually put out political whatever, but I still love her. And she still loves me, right? She had told me, because again, we're all in the same department at work, and they were friends, you know? And she had told me that she wasn't talking to her, that the young woman wasn't talking to her. And I was like, well, why? What? If you're mad at me and you don't want to be friends with me, okay, fine, that's one thing. But don't do that to her. Like they liked each other. They were friends. Don't do that. Don't put our bullshit, your bullshit on her. Be friends with her. Who cares? And I think like about 2 weeks ago, they finally started talking again. And my friend was like, oh, I'm so like relieved. Like she's finally talking to me. And I said, that's good. I didn't ask her what they talk about. I don't care what they talk about. They have their own friendship, as they should. That's fabulous. I want that for the two of them. I don't care. I mean, I hope they're not talking about me behind my back, but I don't care because I have my own friendship with her. And again, I want nothing but the best for the young woman, whether we're friends or not. I don't understand the competition mentality. I don't understand it. Like you do not need to feel like you're in competition with anybody. You are beautiful, you are smart, you are amazing on your own. I am the same. We are two different human beings. Just go be yourself. Because I for sure am gonna motherfucking be myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do what I want to do. I don't give a shit about anybody else. In the best way. I don't get it. I will never get it. I don't get it in this. I don't get it in friendships. And you guys know, if you follow, subscribe, my ex-best friend of 30 plus years who sexually assaulted me twice in 2022, who tried to put me in a polyamorous relationship with her and another man. I didn't see it. I never saw it. And then when I stopped being friends with her, when everything happened and I was reflecting and healing in 2023, I literally realized that probably for the last 10 to 15 years, this woman has felt like we were in competition. For what? And I never felt like that. In our friendship, I never felt like that. And if anything, I was the one that always felt like I was intimidated by her, that she was the beautiful one, the smart one, the well put together one. And I loved her. And I never voiced that because, again, at the end of the day, I was who I was. And I was fine with that. I've always been fine with that. Whether I'm changing and growing, whether I'm staying the same, it doesn't matter. Like, I've always loved myself. I have always loved who I was when I was overweight, when I'm losing weight, when I was not exercising, when I'm exercising. It doesn't matter. I've always loved myself. And I always loved her for who she was. And in my mind, when we were friends, I always aspired to be her. And the sad thing is she was looking at me thinking, I have to compete with this bitch for men, for money, for fame, for ideas, for everything. And that is just absolutely heartbreaking to me, that people live their lives like that, thinking that everything with everyone is a competition. And I have talked about this so many times, and I literally just wasted 10 minutes talking about it. But seriously, there are so many people out there that just do not have their shit together. And that's how they look at relationships. It's a competition. Everything's a competition. Why? And meanwhile, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, oh, you're so amazing. You're a great person. And you're looking at me thinking, I got to get that haircut. I got to change my clothes. I got to look better than them. I got to make more money than them. Stop it. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting your time. Be who you are. Just be who you are. It kills me. It kills me, y'all. And and these aren't even the only two stories where I've encountered this. I've encountered this so many times in my life as a kid, as a young adult. There's other people at work that I feel like they're in competition with me. You're not in competition with me. You know what's funny is there is one young lady at work. She used to be in our department. She transferred to the office. She does she's actually one of the people that inspired me to get serious about my diet and my exercise. She's a little bit bigger on Instagram. She's got more of a following on Instagram, and probably Facebook. She's trying to build up her TikTok. She's really great. She's really amazing. She's a sweetheart. Gorgeous, gorgeous young woman, right? I never ever get that vibe ever. Like, I swear to God, she knows who she is. She is who she is. She loves who she is. She's constantly working on herself. She's constantly building herself up. But when I talk to her, I never ever get the vibe that she's intimidated by me. I never get the vibe that she feels like she's in competition with me. Like, I absolutely adore and love her. I seriously do. Because would I be surprised if she had those feelings? No. Because again, I've seen it so many times in so many people, especially women, especially other women, women to women, right? But I do not get that vibe from her. And when I am in her presence, I had to go to the office the other day because somebody had left their phone in the women's bathroom. So I wanted to turn it into the office because I don't want somebody picking up somebody's phone and trying to hack in, steal it and all that stuff. So I took it in the office to give it to her. And she's just such a sweetheart. I wholeheartedly wish her nothing but the best. I seriously. And she deserves it too, because she's been through I think she's 27, 28. She's been through some crazy shit in her life too, you know? She deserves the best, seriously. But again, like, I don't get that vibe from her. And it really saddens me when I see shit like this, because what is the point? What is the point? The only way that this is going to change in this dynamic, in this relationship, is if two people work together to change it. I'm just going to say this. And I'm not saying that if you're in this dynamic with a friend, a lover, I'm not saying you can't work together to change it. You totally can. Totally. The thing is it depends on both people. And like, if I were to go up to the young woman at work and be like, hey, you need to live your own life and quit copying me, I don't think that would go over well. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't think, And I wouldn't even do that because it's a work situation. And I've told you guys before, like I reached out to her and the guy I was in love with, and neither of them wanted to communicate. So I did not pursue any more conversation because I'm not going to get dragged down to HR for harassment. Like, so I reached out once, I got nothing. I left it at that. I'm not gonna get fired because I continuously harass two people. The sad thing is if her and I got together and actually sat down and have a conversation, and she could actually open her mind and actually listen to what I'm saying, like maybe it could be worked out, right? Like maybe we could come to some type of conclusion where maybe we could work our way towards being friends again. And even the guy that I was in love with, like if we sat down and had a conversation like we should have 5 months ago, maybe we would still be work friends. Maybe, but we're not. And it's like I said, I can pick up on vibes on people, and I can only assume, right? Because I'm seeing from the outside. I don't think either one of them is capable of an intelligent conversation to where we could actually hash out our differences and come back together as friends. I don't even think that's possible with them. And I don't mean to sound so condescending. It's just I don't think that they're there. I don't think that they're there. I don't think that they are enlightened, awakened enough, healing enough to be able to get in that headspace. They just aren't. You know, it's sad, but in my mind, that's the way it is. The only way that this is going to be fixed is if two people come together and have an actual conversation. And like I said, my side of the conversation would be, why do you feel like we're in competition? Like, you're amazing on your own. Just be you. Because again, at the end of the day, like, I'm always going to be me. I'm not looking at somebody else to see what they're doing, to see where they're going, to see what they're wearing. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. Like, I in this lifetime, with all the things that I want to do, all the things that I want to accomplish, I've talked to you guys I talked to you guys in November and December of 2025 about my goals for 2026. Everything has been delayed like a month and a half now because of my knee. I got really good news on Wednesday. I can start working on rehabilitation for my knee, getting it back hopefully to where it was. Um, and I can start moving forward with my classes, the language classes I want to take, editing my book, all that stuff. Now, like, I can finally get back on track. And I plan on doing some of that today, So, like, I have my own shit going on. I'm living my own life, dealing with my own thing. Do you think I get up in the morning and go into my closet and say, I wonder if so and so is going to wear pink today? Maybe I'll wear pink, so, no, like, who cares? Who cares? I get up every day and I dress for me because I want to look cute for me. I don't really care about what anybody else thinks, you know? I don't know. Two people are going to have to come together and figure it out in order to bridge that gap. And with the completion card done, integration, accomplishment, I feel like it's possible here. I really feel like it's possible for two people, I should say. And I don't think, it's funny because the sudden change card, it says upheaval, chaos. I don't think that this is necessarily like an end of the world situation. Someone or two people might feel like it is, but again, come together, hash it out, figure it out. It's possible. It's doable. I'm going to leave it there because I've rambled on long enough about my own BS. I hope it resonates for somebody. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all have a lovely Friday. I'm going to be doing readings on and off throughout the day, maybe even more affirmations. I don't know. Whatever I feel called to do. This was just a collective. I'll still do the collective later, the tarot collective, and post later. So everybody have a good Friday. I'll talk to you later.